really talking about today when you're breaking down what happened last night?
It's nothing new to me. It's nothing new to you. I think there's a portion. Look, a lot of people watched that game last night. I'm going to guess some of them haven't watched a lot of Leaf games this year. I think that's part of what's going on.
We're here to help them then?
Maybe. But
you're spiking the football, and then me attempting to say you should have seen this all along is trying to help them figure out what happened last night. It's about them. Understood.
It's about them, Tim.
I agree. I completely agree, yes.
But can we for a moment, because Gardner's he's eating it hard today.
Yeah.
Can I throw out some names of other guys I didn't even see in uniform last night that are getting a complete pass here in that game?
Sure.
I forgot Van Riemsdyk was on the ice. I saw him skate around the third period. I'm like, that's cute. He's playing. I had no idea in the first 2 periods of play.
But I think you could do this,
No, you can do this with a lot of guys.
Yeah,
Austin Matthews, 1 goal.
On a lot of different teams,
Austin Matthews, you can. We're talking Leafs. Austin Matthews, 1 goal. Willie Nylander wanted no part of any physical, not that he does during the regular season either, wanted no part of anything. 0. Good luck in your restricted year. No part of that. Are you kidding?
So what are you suggesting, that they tear this thing apart?
I'm suggesting Van Riemsdyk's played his last game for the Leafs. Bozak's played his last game for the Leafs.
By the way, Bozak, can I just stop the train on Bozak?
Go ahead.
Good soldier, done what he's been asked to do, never was a first-line center, was thrown into that first-line center role, and did his job. I have no beef with Tyler Bozak whatsoever.
He was what he was.
He was what he was, and what he was pretty good.
Considering the circumstances, he was pretty good. I think it's over. I think you move on from that.
I don't disagree with you. I think if Tyler Bozak said, I'll play for $2 million or I'll play for $3 million, he would stay in Toronto.
Yeah.
But he's going to get paid more somewhere else, and that's why he's leaving Toronto.
I get Marner signed before Nylander, and Marner's 2 years away from that conversation.
But it's irrelevant because you're going to keep both of them. No matter what you're saying about Nylander, or are you going to move one of them?
Are you going to keep both of them? Because
to get a defenseman.
It's a great point, Tim. So let's get to the issue here, because it's now been 2 straight postseasons. You've seen very young players do things. Some other guys aren't as young.
Yeah.
But you have some kind of gauge on what it's going to take to get out of your division.
Okay.
Now you have a better picture. To get a defenseman nowadays in the trade market, ask the Edmonton Oilers how expensive that is.
Yeah.
And Hall wasn't an MVP candidate when they made that move, as we all know. I am sitting here looking at the defense core of the Toronto Maple Leafs. They have the scoring. They have the goalie. This is where it gets tough, because good defensemen in this league aren't being thrown around. And if the Leafs aren't careful here, because they have pieces in other areas, this blue line could be their equivalent of the Philadelphia Flyers crease. I'm serious.
Yeah.
That blue line's awful at doing defensive things. And they better be very careful in terms of how they approach that.
I'm glad you add the defensive things, because I think Jake Gardiner is an NHL defenseman, right?
In terms of getting points, to get you to the playoffs, yes, he's an NHL defenseman.
No, he's an NHL defenseman who, if you put in the position to succeed, can succeed. We've seen that numerous times with numerous different players. I mean, you go through all of the lineups, and you just look to Winnipeg, who has a wonderful blue line, but they split apart their best guys air quotations, right? Like Trouba, Byfuglien, and Myers are split apart. Why? Because you put a steady guy with the offensive guy. Do you know who Mark Mathot played with this year? Nah, you don't.
I saw 3 Dallas Stars games all year.
Right.
Maybe.
But you knew when he played with Erik Karlsson, right?
Yep.
Because he played that role with Erik Karlsson. I'm just saying, Jake Gardner's an NHL defenseman. You have to put guys in the position to succeed, and they didn't have the offset with Jake Gardiner. They didn't have offsets with all of their defensemen, because Roman Polak's the only guy in that mix who's going to bump anybody. Maybe Ron Hainsey's going to do a little bit of that, but not to that extent.